Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today checking out another beer from Omnipollo made in collaborations with Camba Bavaria, aka Braucon. Braucon is the producer of breweries that Omnipollo worked with, having their brewery built at their church. Omnipollo's Kyrka, I think they're calling it, or Omnipollo's church. They had a huge custom built setup made together with working together with Braucon to create very cool things for that brewery, like huge custom built mash tuns for doing double mashing, and it's a ton of stuff. They've been posting a bit about it. I talked a bit to Henrik about it. It sounds really cool, and they did this collab where they decided to brew a lager on, I guess it's maybe to test out the Braucon system or something like that, I'd imagine. So they worked with Camba Bavaria, which is Braucon's brewery, to do a collab and do a brew. Now they're slowly starting at the church and getting ready for release with the beers and whatnot, and they've got lager and lagering tanks and all kinds of things. Now, Henok's basically saying this brewery is his biggest dream of doing. It's been like 10 years in the making, which is crazy, but finally after 10 years they finally got there, and he's just really stoked about it, and I totally understand because it's very unique. And not only unique, the setup is just made for making crazy things. But this will be fun to try or revisit because I already had a bottle of this. This is the Omnipollo Camba Bavaria Der Schwedische Lehrling, which means the Swedish apprentice. It's a Warbro Kwan custom malted Balder decoction mash Bavarian lager. And the whole Kvarn, I don't know how you say it in Swedish. It's apparently a Swedish malt. It's a light Pilsner malt. And I never heard of it, but they used that in this beer. So bringing something that's really Swedish into this Helles. It's a Bavarian Helles. So it says Stockholm, Bayern, beer, everything, alles bestens. It's pretty cool. They got the Camba logo and Omnipollo's logo and everything on there. And 5.2% alcohol. So as I said, I already had this, and I thought this was a very nice Helles. And not just anything mind blowing, but dead on and exactly what you'd want from the style, as far as I remember. But really good, really good. Not just a run-of-the-mill Helles either, but kind of like that, just like benchmark territory. But it looks nice, and you can definitely see it's an extra pale Pilsner malt they used, because I poured a little bit in here in my MBCC glass just to show you guys the color. It's ultra pale. It's lightly hazy, but ultra pale golden yellow with a white head. And since I have one of these, it's awesome to break this out for this. My Omnipollo Stein, they made steins for one of the Mikkeller beer festivals for the brewers, and they brought, was it a lager of sorts? They made a special one-off. Did they even have it on a cask? Or I can't remember how it was. It was something like that, and it went really fast. And all the brewers walked around with these steins instead of a beer glass. It was fun. But so they made this, and I thought it was appropriate because they also had some for sale on the web shop. And I got it one a while back, and I thought it was appropriate for this beer, even though you can't see the color. But let's check out the aroma. Oh yeah, it smells really nice. Smells like a true Helles. A lot of Helles, end up smelling a bit more like Pilsners because, they are very hoppy. They can be very hoppy, they just can't be really bitter. And you have to have a really big balance between the hops and malt. It's got a very nice floral profile. I got more of that though when it was fresher. Right now I'm getting more of a pepper note that I didn't get too much of when I had it dead fresh. Yeah, like black peppercorn. And besides that also, a little bit of a citric lemony vibe. It smells really good. Yeah, just like freshly crackery bready malt. It's very, not crazy doughy, it's just like really crackery. But maybe that's because it's a really light malt. It smells really good. It smells like a crusher. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. Oh yeah. That is a really, really good lager. Very nice, very floral, but again, also quite peppery with a slight aftertaste of a woody, slightly, almost like some hops also almost have like caramel flavor. It sounds weird, but some of the classic noble hops, and I'm almost getting a little bit of that. And it's not oxidation. I know you could see it by the color. It was pin bright yellow, but almost like a bit of like almost like a like a toffee thing, and it's super light and super gentle. And I had that on a flavor wheel of some of the flavor profiles from classic hops. And you know, I can't remember specifically which ones could give off that, but there's almost a little bit of that for me in here. Very grassy, again, and floral. It's really good. Pepper as well. I think the malt is, you know, it's definitely there, and it's in balance with the rest of the beer. But since it's so light, I feel like it's suiting Helles very well. Because Helles, you know, it can be doughy and bready, but with this like light, more crackery malt flavor, I don't know. I just feel like that suits Helles a lot. Like, just because if I want more malt flavor, maybe I'll go for like slightly darker lager, like a Vienna, or maybe some Kellerbier or something like that. But this, like, it just has like this really nice crackery, crisp malt backbone, and then like these nice flavors and hops. It's so crushing and refreshing, crushable. And it drinks like a Helles. Why? It's aromatic and hoppy. It's just not bitter at all, really. It's very light on bitterness, but big hop aromatics. And that's one of the big things. And I think that's a big thing a lot of people get wrong when they make Helles. They, you know, either they don't put in enough hops, so it's like just sweet and malty, where it's like, I don't know, almost like, I don't know, if I wouldn't call it Bock, because Bocks are malty, but it's just like this really light Helles. Some Helles can also be light on hop character, but I just prefer them when they're more outstanding, because Helles are allowed to be hoppy, just like this. They are just not supposed to be very bitter, and this is just exactly that. So yeah, that's really nice. But yeah, this is just a smashing Helles. I'm thinking like a 92. It's really good. It's, yeah, I think around the same territory as I've enjoyed a lot of the Mars Boy, but maybe just, you know, slightly above some of the Mars stuff, especially their Helles and pills. But it's really, really good. Just like that snappiness, it's awesome. So yeah, this is really good. 92. Probably closer to 94 when it was a bit fresher, but still drinking really nicely with a few months of age on it. So if you guys had a chance to try Camba Bavaria and Omnipollo's Der Schwedische Lehrling, let me know what you thought of this. This is a great Helles. Get some if you haven't already. And as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter, and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I want to say cheers in delicious Helles lager, and look forward to Omnipollo releasing their first beers from the new brewery. And see you guys in another beer review. Cheers.